When a child is born with a limb difference, sometimes the medical community does not support the families sufficiently in its aftercare. This is the story of a mother choosing to help others after her experience of having a child born with a limb difference. She started a nonprofit organization called the Lucky Finn Project.
The Lucky Fin Project is a nonprofit organization that I created in order to celebrate, support, and create awareness for people and individuals born with limb differences in their families. I created the project because my own daughter was born missing 4 fingers on her right hand and with a smaller, shorter thumb. There was no indication prior to her birth that anything different was to be expected, so it came as quite a bit of a surprise when she was born a little differently. My story is none different than many of other stories that I've encountered over the last 4 years since my daughter's birth, that there's little or no information provided in the hospitals. Doctors don't really speak to why the limb differences occurred. Oftentimes they don't even give a diagnosis. A lot of times, as we were told, they said sometimes this just happens and they sent us on our way. No one even came to the room and said, how are you guys doing with this? They taught me how to feed her, nurse her, bathe her, but nobody said, are you guys going to be okay?
So, where does the Lucky Finn Project get its name from?
Lucky Finn comes from the Disney Pixar film Finding Nemo. So everybody with kids out there knows that Nemo was born with one fin a little bit smaller than the other, and his father affectionately called it his Lucky Fin. So with my daughter and her hand difference, we kind of picked it up that was her Lucky Fin. And with the awareness bracelets, the bead kind of looks sort of like a clownfish with the orange and the stripe in the middle. So that's how it all started. And so here we are a year later. We've created awareness brochures. We're donating to other nonprofits. I'm fielding emails from new parents who are in the panic stage and the worry stage with a newborn. And did I do something wrong? Are they going to be okay? Are they going to need occupational therapy? And they're trying to wade through the waters, and they're relieved to find out that they're not the only one. And they certainly aren't. In fact, they're in some really wonderful company.
Since its inception, the Lucky Finn Project has grown and has helped making a difference in the lives of others.
We have people following the Lucky Finn Project worldwide, U.S. and overseas. It's just been incredible. We started with making some awareness bracelets that just sort of spawned the whole thing. It was never my intention to necessarily create a nonprofit. It just started with some fun bracelets. We sent them out, and let's see, it's been a year and a half, and I've made over 2,500. So it's pretty incredible.
Every nonprofit needs funds to keep their mission alive. Molly decided to bring people together to see the possibilities of what a person with a limb difference can accomplish.
Tonight, singer-songwriter Tony Memmel is coming to play for us. Tony and I got connected through, obviously through the Lucky Finn Project, and we have a really strong following on Facebook. And somebody said, have you heard of Tony Memmel? You really should check him out. So I contacted him and looked into his music, and he's just a tremendous talent. And I asked him if he'd be willing to wear a Lucky Finn bracelet for us just in support, and he said yes, and that's where it started. And since then, we've been in contact with him, his mother, who's a fantastic resource because she's raised a grown son with a limb difference. And Tony was at a fundraiser in Texas with us earlier this spring, and we ended up getting to tag along on his tour and be one of his sponsors, which has been phenomenal. And so I've been promoting his tour via the Lucky Finn Project, and a lot of different families who are part of Lucky Finn have followed him along his tour, and he's got to actually meet the children and parents that he's inspiring and showing them that really anything's possible, and 10 fingers are overrated. So I'm really excited to have him here.
Well, I'm a traveling singer-songwriter musician. I've been on the road for about 7 weeks, and I'm getting out there and trying to spread the word about my music. And also on this tour, I've been very fortunate to be co-sponsored by the Lucky Finn Project, and they've been really generous to me. And so part of my mission has been to meet children and their families and adults alike who have hand and limb differences, and kind of spread the word about what I do. I playing guitar with a hand difference. I was born missing my left forearm and taught myself to play, and I'm just trying to spread encouragement and just show people that you can do whatever you set your mind to. Well, the Lucky Finn Project is an awesome organization based here in Royal Oak, Michigan, that helps to spread awareness and to celebrate hand differences and people with hand differences and limb differences. And that's been an awesome organization for me to work with, as I was born missing my left arm, and I've been kind of being an ambassador for them on the road, spreading the word about the organization.
It's a lovely night in London. Would you not agree? All the lights are off in town. Just you and me.
I started playing guitar when I was about 13 years old, so I think that makes it about 13 years of playing. And I developed a method to play where I use really strong duct tape called Gorilla Tape to play, and I secure a pick to the end of my arm, and that took me a long time to come up with, about 8 years, but I stuck through it, and it sounds simple, but that's my method.
Yeah, yeah, well, it's a lovely night in London in 1943. It's a lovely night in London, would you not agree?
I'm a singer-songwriter. I write a lot of my own original music. I have several albums out, and I also do some cover material for the crowd, but mostly original.
So this is Here We Go. It's about getting out there and helping people and doing your best. Climb aboard a railroad train, headed down to New Orleans, where I could use a welcome home and the same suburban street unfolding. Can't hold back anymore, on the edge of something big. Something inside me not yet seen. These train tracks take me to the scene. Here I am, America. Better get your camera. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm coming. No matter what, 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 I'm coming. Now I got in New Orleans, thought that I had seen something.
Yeah, we've been spreading the word together about where I'm going to be, and trying to get the word out to families that we know are in the area. And then I've sought press in almost every city that I've played, and I try to make mention of it whenever I get the opportunity in newspapers or blogs, or sometimes even on television if I get the chance. And we're mainly just trying to get the word out there to all the different families that we know about, and then also trying to reach new people all the time as well. You can check out my website, tonymemmel.com, and that has everything on it that you could possibly want to know about Tony Memmel. Links to iTunes and CD Baby and t-shirts and schedule for shows. So